Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I am Jenn Scott. I help women and moms and healers create energy clearing businesses while making time for family and abundance. I teach how to clear advanced energy blocks to up level your practice. And today's topic is super important because we're diving into something I guess asked about constantly. And what is the difference between the emotion code, body code, and my quantum alchemy codes? Now, if you're wondering which energy healing method is right for you, or you want to go deeper into your healing practice, keep watching because this is going to change how you approach clearing energy blocks forever. Okay. So the emotion code and body code are energy healing techniques developed by Dr. Bradley Nelson. They're great beginner level systems for clearing trapped emotions and physical imbalances from the body. Okay, and we do this through muscle testing and magnetic therapy or intention. And practitioners can find and release trapped emotions one by one. And the body code adds more layers by addressing things like misalignments and toxins and energy circuits, helping to clear both physical and emotional imbalances. So let me say, okay, these are solid tools for starting your healing journey, okay? But the thing is that they only work within the physical body. Okay, and let's be honest, most of our energy that's causing physical imbalance don't actually lie in the body. It's stuck in deeper layers of your auric field, which is where quantum alchemy codes come in. So when I developed quantum alchemy codes, I wanted to go beyond the surface. Okay, so with quantum alchemy codes, we don't just clear the physical body, we clear all layers of the auric field, where the majority of energy blocks actually exist. So most people don't realize that the issues showing up in their bodies are often just symptoms of energy stuck in their emotional or mental or even spiritual layers. So if you're only working with the physical body, you're missing out on where the real problems are. Okay, so one quantum alchemy clearing session can be equivalent of 10 emotion or body code sessions. Why? Because we're not just scratching the surface. We're pulling up those deeply rooted blocks that have been sitting there for years, maybe even lifetimes. Okay, the work I do is multi-dimensional. We don't just look at this present life. We look at past lives. We look at parallel lives, future lives. We look at ancestral energy as well. And that means you're seeing your clients less frequently if you can clear that amount of energy in one session, right? Not because they're not getting results, but because we're addressing the core issues. Okay, so this is about getting real, lasting results and not just managing physical symptoms. And here's the really important thing that a lot of emotion code and body practitioners don't talk about is within those modalities, they do not address trauma. And for me, that is a big problem. Okay, trauma is what drives your thoughts, and those thoughts drive your emotions, and your emotions create your patterns and behaviors. So clearing trauma energy is huge. It's extremely important. When we experience trauma, whether personal or ancestral, it shapes how we see the world. It skewers our reality. I call these trauma lenses. Okay, an emotion code clears one trapped emotion at a time. So let's be real. Those emotions are just the surface. Okay, it's the trauma that's driving those emotions. And until you clear that trauma, those emotions are just going to keep coming back. Okay, so clearing one trapped emotion at a time is grueling. I was doing that, and it's absolutely not necessary at all. And with quantum alchemy codes, we can clear up to 100 trapped emotions in just one session. Because the truth is, most of your emotions aren't even stuck in your body. They're sitting in those deeper layers, right? Tied to that trauma, tied to that ancestral energy, or even from past life experiences. Okay, so let's talk about something else that really blows my mind about the emotion code and body code is that practitioners are not taught proper spiritual hygiene. They aren't taught to clear their energy first. They're not taught about how important it is to be grounded, not just partially grounded, 100% grounded. And they're not taught how to protect their energy, let alone the energy of their clients. So when we don't have proper procedures in place, guess what happens? You could end up passing your own negative energy or your attachments or your trauma onto your clients unknowingly. You're not doing this on purpose. It's just when two people open up their energy, there's an energetic exchange that occurs. And is that really the way you want to hold space for your clients? I don't think so, right? So in Quantum Alchemy Codes, I teach you how to properly ground yourself, clear your own energy first, and protect your energy field as well as your clients. Because if you don't have these fundamental, foundational practices in place, you're putting both of you and your client at risk. And that's not being a responsible healer. All right, so let's see. Another major difference between the two systems, emotion code, body code, right? You're connecting through the subconscious as a whole. And while that can work, it can make the process longer and often less accurate. Why? Because when you tap in directly into your client's energy field, it's like trying to look through a fogged up window, okay? Their energy field is typically cloudy or murky and filled with all kinds of energetic interference that don't want to be released. So it's like trying to get a clear picture through a dirty lens. You're not going to see what's really there. So think of it like this. Imagine you're trying to look through a glass of water that's filled with mud, sand, and debris. You can't see through the murk, right? That's exactly what happens when you try to directly connect into your client's energy field. The energy is filled with layers of interference, of trauma, of entities, dense emotions, all clouding the truth of what needs to be cleared. But with my techniques, I teach you how to connect through the suns for clear, more accurate clearings. It's like standing at the top of a mountain and looking down over a vast landscape. You can see everything with clarity and precision from that higher perspective rather than trying to sift through the energetic chaos directly. Okay, so when you connect through the suns, you bypass all that cloudiness, all that interference in the client's energy. You're not absorbing that yourself. And this allows you to get more accurate answers, make quicker and deeper clearings instead of getting bogged down in the messy details of their field. You can see the root causes of their blocks and release them without all of that resistance. So it's a much more efficient and powerful way to work. Now, let's get into entities. So in the body code, they tell you to clear entities by calling them, well, just entities. What? That's not enough. You need to ID. You need to identify what types of energies you're dealing with. The subconscious mind loves details. When you give enough details to the conscious awareness of your clients, that subconscious will release that energy. Okay? So what are you dealing with? Is it a disembodied spirit? Is it a demon? Is it a reptilian? Is it an inner demon? An inner demon is created from the mind by our own unresolved trauma. Okay. And so you can't just call everything an entity and expect it to be gone. You have to get specific. And I teach you how to identify and clear these energies at the root cause. So you're not just getting rid of the symptom, but the source of the problem. Okay. And I'm not talking about waving a magic wand. This is about going deep into the shadow, working with the subconscious archetypes and clearing the energy that's holding you back. Okay, you need to clear all of the energy that that entity is holding on to as well in order for these types of intrusions to stop. You need to clear the trauma, the offensive energies, the limiting beliefs. You need to look for portals. You need to look for vortexes and gateways and close them down so that this no longer occurs. So the bottom line is trauma is what drives everything, okay? And you can't just clear an emotion and expect everything to be fine, because trauma shapes how we see the world, how we think, and how we feel. And until you clear those trauma lenses, you'll just keep repeating the same patterns. So the emotion code and body code teach you how to clear emotions and sickness, but they don't teach you how to clear curses or trauma at the deepest levels. They don't teach you how to identify specific energies that are affecting your life, whether it's ancestral trauma or unresolved past life experiences. Okay, and with my teachings, with my quantum alchemy codes, you get to the core of what's causing your blocks and finally release it for good. So if you're ready to take your healing practice to the next level and clear energy on a deeper level, on a multi-dimensional level, check out the link in the description box below to learn more about quantum alchemy codes. This is where we do real long-lasting work, not just managing symptoms, but getting to the root cause and clearing blocks away that lasts. And this work has absolutely changed my life, my family's life, and my clients' lives as well. And for those of you who want to dive in into energy clearing, make sure to just grab my guidebook, the Alchemy Blueprint. It's only $7. It gives you kind of a glimpse of what I do. And this book is packed with some practical tools and strategies and insights to help you harness the power of energy healing in your own life. Okay, so whether you're a healer or just beginning your journey, the Alchemy Blueprint will help guide you every step of the way to unlock your potential. All right, as always, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more energy healing tips, and share this video with anyone who's ready for deeper transformation.